Hello everyone, my name is LaPrecious and welcome to my channel. It's Talk with LaPrecious. So today I'll be talking to you all about BET versus Nicki Minaj. So to all of you who watched the Grammys last night, you guys know that Cardi B was the first female rapper to win Best Rap Album for a Grammy. This was really big for Cardi B because, Cardi B has been a stellar artist in hip hop for the past 2 years, and she's done very successful with albums, singles, and Billboard charts and everything. And so a lot of people congratulated her, including Remy Ma and Little Kim, and they gave her props. Unfortunately, somebody at the BET Network headquarters had to be petty and tweeted, Nicki Minaj must be somewhere getting dragged by her lace front. When I saw that, I thought it was very insensitive and very unprofessional because everybody who's a hip hop head or who's in hip hop knows that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B do not like each other whatsoever. We heard it in music at first last year with the subliminal disses from Cardi B and Nicki Minaj in their songs, and then it became a full blown brawl at the New York Fashion Week. And then both of them went at it, from Nicki on her Queen Radio podcast to Cardi B on her IG Live. And so it's already evident that these two women do not like each other. And for BET to involve themselves in that was very petty, very unprofessional, and just uncalled for. And I feel like BET really needs to not only be boycotted by Nicki. Now, Nicki did tweet in response to that tweet that she will not be performing at the BET Awards and at another BET event this year, but also Young Money will not be performing at those two events this year. Since Nicki tweeted that tweet, BET did issue an apology about how they followed her throughout her entire career. They've been here for Nicki. They apologized for the tweet. It should have never happened. It should have never been out there. But Nicki is a grown woman and she's going to make her own decisions. But as for me, if I was Nicki, I would not perform for BET. I would not. I would not perform for BET because for a network that big to allow a tweet to even be published and put out like that is very uncalled for and very unnecessary. And we know whose side BET is really on. BET has no nerve to trash or thrash Nicki Minaj when look at what y'all have done to yourselves. Y'all have taken off some of black media's best TV shows. And BET at first was like the Black People Network to watch on TV before we had TV One and Centric till y'all turned to BET Her. And now we have what? Uplift TV. I think Aspire TV. That's what that's called, which is another black network that produces a lot of, black TV shows, and they play a lot of reruns of a lot of black famous shows, and Bounce TV that does the same. BET, y'all don't have any nerve to trash Nicki Minaj. Y'all pretty much trashed yourselves, taking off some of our best TV shows. You had 106 and Park. You let that go to trash. You had Big Tigger in the Basement. You took that off. The Top 25 Countdown. You took that off. Comic View. You took that off. BET News. You took that off. And any TV show you put on your channel that comes on after 10 o'clock at night, you only let it run for 1 or 2 seasons and you take that off. So how can y'all sit here and drag Nicki Minaj when y'all need to be dragged for messing up the channel? Like, how can a major network sit up here and tweet something so disrespectful and so unprofessional when look at how y'all have just pretty much trashed yourselves? And the thing that I don't like about this is that it is a shame to me and it's baffling. And I really don't like how Cardi B is just getting all of this shine and all of this praise and admiration from nowhere. Another note I need to point is that I am not a Cardi B fan. So if any of y'all watching this are Cardi B fans and stans that love to cuss folks out and talk junk about people that don't like your favor or agree, you can gladly click off of this channel and leave. Thank you. So Cardi B, I just do not like her because she said a lot of problematic things about black people. She is not a role model for people. She's not a good example to people. And I really don't see her as nothing but a ratchet ghetto hood chick that just happened to get rich for rapping a lyric that she didn't write and following the script that somebody gave her. I mean, that's all I really see in Cardi B. And then it's also a shame that a lot of black people are backing her up when look at what look at the problematic things she said about dark skinned people and dark skinned women. And then y'all want to say, oh, she's black because she's Dominican. Let me tell y'all something about Dominicans in the Dominican Republic. Dominican people do not like being called black at all whatsoever. Even though a lot of them are black because they are of African descent, just like African Americans are, even though a lot of them are melanated because their ancestors were African, Native American, Spanish, and Jewish, just like many African Americans have that mixture in us due to slavery and post-slavery of interracial relationships and marriages. They don't consider themselves to be black. Now, some of that does come from history because if you know the Dominican and Haitian history, Rafael Trujillo, who was a president that the Dominican Republic had at the time before he was assassinated, didn't like black people. He instilled that in the Dominican people to not like being black, to not like being dark because it was seen as unprofessional, immodest, and just something to not be proud of. He even himself had black ancestors, and he would even walk around with white powder on his face to hide his blackness. And then you had the hatred of Haitians come along with that because there was a point in the Dominican Republic history where he massacred Haitians. And he even made it so they had to, before they could even come into the country, how they had to discuss or use a word as a passcode that he knew they couldn't say because for whatever reason there's a letter or a word in Haitian Creole and Spanish that if you speak Creole or Haitian Creole, it'll be hard for you to pronounce that word. And so when you look at the history of the Dominican Republic, I mean, this is generations and generations of self-hate and outward hatred towards black and dark-skinned people that has been embedded and indebted in Dominican people. And unfortunately, I mean, black people, Cardi B, she doesn't want to be black and she's not black. I mean, Cardi B has even said it in her videos that, I'm Dominican, my mom is Dominican, and my dad, he's always been into Spanish women. He always liked to date Spanish women and whatnot. Now, looking at Cardi B, you can tell that she has some type of black in her because when you see Cardi B's natural hair texture, her hair texture is kind of similar to mine. Now, mine is a little coarser than hers, but her hair is kind of coarse because if her hair was a little bit coarse, she would have an afro. So you can tell she does have some type of black in her or some percentage of black in her. But Cardi B is not black. Cardi B is a light-skinned Dominican woman. And a lot of y'all may not want to agree with this, but the reason why y'all pump her up is because y'all find it entertaining that this light-skinned Dominican woman is dancing and shaking and rapping right along with the black people and making y'all dance. But look at what she's doing, what she's saying, and how she's not even crediting us for how she got that from us. And I mean, a lot of black people, it's a shame that y'all will let these light-skinned or mixed or halfway looking black people who aren't even black, or we don't even know if they got an ounce of black in them, just come in, take credit for our hairstyles, our music, our culture, and anything that's from us and take it and act like they was the ones who made it. And BET, I feel like y'all are some of those people. And that's probably why y'all done messed up BET, because the two people who owned it probably had enough sense to not do that. But unfortunately, they lost their sense when they sold the channel to whomever they sold it to. And that's why we're dealing with this mess that we're dealing with now. So I believe that BET, y'all should really be ashamed of yourselves for what y'all did to Nicki, for even allowing somebody in y'all's office or cubicle or technical laboratory to even tweet something like this, because this says a lot about BET for you to even tweet something like this and to let it get out enough for you to have backlash and even a response from Nicki, and then have to group together and come up with a public apology to her. So I hope you all like this video. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel. Have a good day.